a cambiar la conexión de internet del 5G al otro. A ver si por casualidad mejora. So, and mental state is the key. And it's not fully asleep and it's not fully awake. This is what symbolically represents the statue of the Buddha seated, right? And the eyes are not fully open, they are not fully closed. It's not the physical eye, but the physical eye represents the mind. So, in that way, one is asleep for the world and awakened for one's reality. So, Jagrat Shushupti, neither awake nor asleep, or wakeful asleep, or sleeping wakefulness, or something like that. Eyes open or closed, it doesn't matter. It's a mental state. You see, when you see these guys, when they are not interacting with the world, right? That the mind is still again in the sense that it's not functioning in the practical sense. You can see that they look like space out, right? The eyes are not focused anywhere, right? And if the state gets prolonged, say you will be no blinking of an eye, and there will be even no breath. Or if it is, it's very shallow. There's some glands there that can lubricate the eye. And yet, one is conscious of being, that. And then one's reality is not covered neither by total darkness or total light, neither by ignorance or knowledge. Meaning by knowledge, awakened state or dream state. And meaning by ignorance, the deep sleep state. So we remain awake to one's reality. No matter what. So One's reality is not covered by the veiling power of the illusion or the projecting power of the illusion. This is projection. And the projection was veiling before. Now it's manifested as a projection, right? As a word. But it was before in the state of ignorance, darkness. It's unmanifested, right? That power was dormant, sleeping. Then yes, activated. See, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. Manifest, but then create, sustains, and dissolves. Expansion, contraction.
Basically, body is going through this stages. The body is going through these stages because it's on the level of the body. Awake, sustain, and destroy. Because body awakes, sustains, and then
The body doesn't wake.
the
The body appears in the awakened state, but wakes up is the mind, and the mind brings everything. The power wakes up, brings seer, seen, act of seeing. Right?
power uses the body.
Hmm? One can say it uses the body, but the body is that power. Because at the level of illusion, the illusion is also indivisible. Seer, seen, act of seeing, and the power that manifests the three are one also. And all that collectively is Maya, is illusion. The illusion appears as the seer, the seen, and the act of seeing. The mind appears as the seer, the seen, and the act of seeing. So the illusion is also one, right? That's the actual meaning of the individual, the illusion. It's one. There's no multiple objects. It's one indivisible mass also of illusion, right? The gross body, apparently material stuff, the subtle body, what we call by mental stuff, ego, intellect, tendencies, and all that. And the causal body, right? The power that manifested the other two. They are not three separate entities neither. All that collectively is the illusion. This is why it's called the individual. It's one. And the illusion is not separate from reality. They're also one and the same. Not one, but one and the same. Make sense? So, unmanifested, see? Causal state. This is the cause of the appearance of all that. But the cause is the effect. See? Non-manifest, now manifest as all this. But still, okay, there are infinite amount of possibilities that can come into existence. That anything can happen. Doesn't mean everything already exists. It just hasn't shown up yet. It's like any form can be shaped by the sand, right? You have sandbox on the beach, sand, and you You see, well, there is no shape there. Okay, you can make any castle of any shape, of any form, or you can make any figure with the sand. So the form was already in the sand. So the possibility was there. Now it is manifested as whatever it is. How? Nobody knows. Why? Nobody knows. Purpose, meaning, intention, reason. If the person don't get that, then they will be told a fairy tale, right? A myth. Because this and then and the moon shows when you read the Vedas, and then from the stomach of a cow, the universe came. Come on. See, and then where was that cow? And we're in the space. What is a cow doing in the space? All these are fairy tales for people that cannot grasp this knowledge. That's okay. What to do?
But then there are some um, cycles, tendencies that like these yugas, which are predicted this and that and the other. So there's like certain pattern in the way the things are controlled.
Has been repeated, right? And distorted its repetition like the dreams, right? There has been many Kali Yugas, Prema Yugas, Satya Yugas, and golden Yugas, the golden ages and all that stuff. Because the gunas gets in balance and then okay, in balance and then out of balance, right? There's no way we can with the mind we cannot figure out this. Only by being what we are, what sees. And then by the means of what we are, we understand all this, and also we understand all this is also what we are. No, 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 we are already back.
Oh,
So it's like Santa Claus or whatever. It's a story that is created for immature seekers of minds or whatever you like to call it. Yeah, I'm listening.
I'm not,
Uh-huh.
I'm not here.
You're not here. Good. I've been speaking Spanish tonight with anybody, no? So it has been basically only you. Hmm. That's basically it. Actually, what we spoke today basically covers oof, the whole lot. See, when Ramana had the second experience of death by the total rock in Machala, she said that suddenly it's like a fog, covers his sight, and that was it. So, though I was, say, of course, I still was conscious of being. Hmm? So that's the whole point. The permanence of self-awareness that's no longer interrupted, covered, veiled by the mind. It's a fun experience that you get to know that you're dreaming and you get to know that you're sleeping. And in awakening state, you know that still you're dreaming. It's a dream. It's a dream. This is mentally created. So it's an image. This imagination. So the word thought or mind is not limited to what we understand by mind, which is the I thought or the ego, sense of individuality, the person, and the thoughts, and the tendencies, and the memory, and the intellect, and all that. This is a subtle aspect of the mind, of the illusion. So the meaning of thought is all this. Or the meaning of mind actually is all this. Body. When Ramana also said body, it doesn't mean actually the physical body. Right? It's the illusion collectively. See? Gross body, subtle body, causal body. Okay? But there are not three bodies, it's one. Can you see that? So if the causal body, subtle body, and gross body are not three but one, so body means all that collectively. But very few can grasp that because they take it, I don't know, whatever. That's what he meant by pleasure is a thought, pain is a thought, fear is a thought, this is a thought. Because it is. It's imagination, it's an image. The illusory power is an energy, right? So people may like to call it energy, or Shakti, or Kundalini, or whatever, right? And then that materialized, that energy materialized called Prakriti or nature or whatever, right? So they're using different terminologies to speak about the same thing. Condensed energy, slow energy appears to be solid because of the ego, then appears to be multiple objects, multiple individuals. They're none. What did I say? This?
Energy.
Energy. Yes. And then what we call mind is also energy. So it is subtle, right? It's an object, but it's subtle. You cannot grasp. See? And then there is energy and potentiality. The illusory power. But all that collectively is energy. Can you see that? So all that collectively is mind, ignorance, maya, illusion, whatever it is. Right?
For mind is energy, body is energy. It's like energy. It's like energy urge. A mixture.
It's a different frequency. It's the same energy. It's like you have energy here, vibrating in its maximum speed.
Yeah.
And then from here, okay, it's not
Yeah,
separate.
okay.
Yes. Okay, and then the subtle and the gross. So the gross, the subtle, and the causal, it is one. And the causal is inseparable from the self. So this is inseparable from the self. But there is no such thing as a world, a separate entity called world, a second entity called world. There is only the one without a second. It's not that without a second, it's that is the second is also the one. Right?
This one. The second.
The cup.
Yes.
There is no separate entity called cup. This is ceramic. But there is no second thing here called cup. There is only ceramic. The cup is the ceramic. So the apparent second one is the one ceramic. It's the only one thing here is ceramic. Right? The self. That's very simple. It is also said the one that sees the cup does not see the ceramic. The one that sees the ceramic, it does not see the cup. So the one that sees the self does not see the world. It sees itself. So imagine that the ceramic can see the cup, but who is seeing what? No? So the one that sees the ceramic cannot see a cup. If the one that sees a cup, cannot see the ceramic. So the one that sees the self sees no world. And the one that sees the world sees no self. Watch this recording later.
Yeah.
There's a lot here.
I needed to repeat it 5 times in my question. So the mind belongs to casual.
World, mind are the effect of the cause. But since the cause and the effect are one, so there is no cause and effect. So everything gets conceptually cancelled, right? Even the illusion and reality, consciousness, and all that gets cancelled, gets reduced to mere concepts, right? That's the meaning that of the state where no thought arises is one's natural state. When the dyads and the triads disappear, okay? Cause and effect, reality and illusion, consciousness and manifestation, this and that. The triads, seer, seen, active, seen, see, all that disappeared conceptually. The state where no thought arises, where no concept arises, no idea arises. This is oneself. Cause, and the effect is subtle body, gross body. But the cause is the effect. Can't separate them. Yes, yes, make it easier and collapse. This is why, so you cannot separate the mind from the body. See? This is why apparently there is an entity, a self, it is thought, it gives impression that here in the body there is somebody, or that the body is somebody. Either that we are the body or an individual soul in the body. None of it actually exists. That what which appears in the body as I, apparently in the brain, is the mind. And that's a thought, I. And even when the self does not think and does not identify really with the body, that thought also comes from the self as the whole illusion. The thought I arises from the self. This is why you trace back the thought I to its source. So apparently that becomes this. It hasn't become anything. The self as a source cannot become anything. Like, oh, the phone became like this. No, that didn't become anything. See? It is still like this. The water became blue because of the appearance of the blue ink. No, this water didn't become anything. It appears to be blue, so it appears to be the body. It appears to be limited to the body. Apparently, I am limited to the body. Therefore, I am subject to birth, growth, 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 decay, and death. Now, it appears to be so, but it's not so. And the rope appears to be a snake, right? It appears to be so. There is no snake, there is only a rope. It didn't become anything. That's part of the illusion. Part of the illusion is make the self appear as if it is has form. The illusory power has the power to cover its own reality, its own source. How powerful is illusion? It can cover even its own source, its own reality, its own self. But why? When somebody asks me this question, I say, you please, I don't know, go and ask this question, someone else, because there's no why. See, to me, there is no why. Okay, 10 o'clock. You're in India, why? Guru, why? So you will say, why not? Then see you tomorrow. Okay, mañana ya son las 10. Okay.